To the Western world, suicide was traditionally viewed as a sin, but to the samurai of Japan, seppuku, ritual suicide by disembowelment, was the exact opposite. It was the ultimate honorable privilege. Seppuku was a legal right reserved exclusively for the samurai class. It was not a chaotic act of despair, but a highly regulated legal execution and a sacred ceremony. When a samurai committed seppuku, he was not being executed by his enemies or the law. He was taking responsibility by his own hand. By choosing his own death, a samurai could wipe away any disgrace, prove his innocence, and protect his family's lineage and wealth from being confiscated. But why the abdomen? In samurai philosophy, it was believed that a person's soul, true intentions, and emotions resided not in the mind, but in the stomach, the Hara. By slicing open the abdomen and exposing his innermost self, a samurai was performing a literal physical demonstration. He was saying, "Look inside me. My core is pure. There is no treason, no lies, and no cowardice hidden within." This deep cultural belief remains heavily embedded in the Japanese language today. Common phrases like hara o wade hanasu, to speak from the gut/frankly, or hara guroi, black-stomached/wicked, all originate from this samurai concept that the stomach reveals a person's true character. Because this ritual required flawless execution, the choice of the sword was a matter of life and death. Samurai did not use their long battlefield swords. Instead, they used a specific short sword called a tanto. To prevent the blade from slipping, the handle was removed and the tang was wrapped heavily in white sacred paper, leaving only a few centimeters of the edge exposed. For a samurai, failing to cut deeply on the first strike or having the blade snap against a bone was the ultimate disgrace. Therefore, even in their final moments, samurai were obsessed with the quality of their steel. They demanded blades forged by elite smiths, weapons that were guaranteed to be flawlessly sharp and unbreakable. However, slicing the abdomen rarely caused instant death. To end the agony, a trusted warrior stood behind the samurai as a kaishakunin II. His job was to instantly decapitate the samurai the moment the cut was made. As the centuries passed into the peaceful Edo period, seppuku evolved into a highly symbolic ceremony. To prevent the condemned from panicking or acting dishonorably, the real dagger was often replaced with a wooden sword or a white folding fan. The moment the samurai reached out to touch the fan, signifying his intent to take responsibility, the kaishakunin's blade struck. The katana had transformed from a tool of slaughter into an instrument of legal mercy and ultimate honor. Here are 3 famous seppuku incidents from Japanese history. In 1701, Lord Asano was ordered to commit seppuku after attacking Kira at Edo Castle. In 1702, approximately 1 year and 9 months after the incident, 47 Ako Ronin, led by Oishi, stormed Kira's residence in Edo. The Ronin took the head of Kira Yoshinaka, thereby avenging their late lord's honor. The Tokugawa shogunate faced a dilemma. They could not simply forgive murder, so the shogunate ordered the surviving Ronin to commit seppuku. On February 4th, 1703, 46 of the 47 Ronin took their own lives by order of the shogunate. One man had not taken part in the attack. The 47 Ronin became legendary not because they survived, but because they chose loyalty to their dead lord, knowing that their loyalty would ultimately cost them their lives. Part 2. Takechi Hanpeita, the 3-line cut. As the centuries passed into the turbulent Bakumatsu period, seppuku returned to its raw, brutal roots. In 1865, a samurai leader named Takechi Hanpeita was ordered to commit seppuku for political reasons. To prove his absolute innocence and stubborn pride, he decided to perform an impossible variation of the ritual. Standard seppuku required only a single horizontal cut across the abdomen. Takechi, however, grabbed his short sword and sliced his belly horizontally 3 times, creating the kanji character for 3. Despite the excruciating pain and internal organs spilling out, Takechi kept his spine perfectly straight and refused to lean forward. His terrifying mental discipline shocked the witnesses and the kaishakunin, cementing his death as one of the most resilient acts of defiance in samurai history. Part 3. Yukio Mishima, the last samurai dead. The history of seppuku did not end in the feudal era. In 1970, a globally renowned Japanese author named Yukio Mishima attempted a military coup to restore the traditional power of the emperor. When the coup failed, Mishima immediately initiated the ancient samurai ritual inside a modern military headquarters. Mishima demanded a historically accurate ritual, choosing a legendary, flawlessly sharp katana named Seki no Megoroku for his second to perform the decapitation. Mishima plunged a dagger into his abdomen, executing a deep, agonizing cut. However, the ritual descended into chaos. His designated second panicked and failed the decapitation 3 times, striking Mishima's back instead of his neck. Another follower had to take the Seki no Magoroku, executing a final clean strike to end the ordeal. This shocking 1970 event proved that even in the modern age, the lethal, obsessive spirit of the samurai blade remained unbroken. Seppuku was never a simple act of despair. In the samurai society, it was a highly regulated legal execution, an official death penalty that allowed a warrior to protect his family and take responsibility by his own hand. From the loyalty of the 47 Ronin to the defiance of Takechi Hanpeita and the modern tragedy of Yukio Mishima, the ritual blade proved that to a samurai, how you died was just as important as how you lived. Which of these 3 historical moments surprised you the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe to Nihonto Atelier for more untold stories of the samurai blade. Thank you for watching and see you in the next chapter of history.